Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the Jurassic Gamer channel. Today I'm very excited to finally review the Hammond collection T-Rex from Jurassic Park. First of all, this thing is worth buying and it's definitely the best T-Rex that Mattel has ever made. And I think this has reached the peak of Jurassic Park T-Rex toys because all of the T-Rex in the past, oh, they suck now. This is the best in my opinion. I know my opinion isn't the best to go off of as I'm a child. But anyways, let's go through the box first, and here it is. A lot of people got mad at the box for using a different type of cardboard. Let me just say, I don't really care. I'm not. I'm not really into the box anyway, but still, very nice. The cargo type esque for box, very nice. The only difference with this box is the side with that beautiful Jurassic Park T-Rex shot. Strange though, a bit of misinformation with the eye. We'll see that in a second. And the back, very nice. And the iconic pose of the T-Rex from the first Jurassic Park film, which I tried posing for the camera for the icon of the video. Anyways, Tyrannosaurus Rex. With epic power and colossal force, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is the ultimate carnivore when dinosaurs ruled the earth, which is very nice. And it is true, technically, until Dominion, where he gets slapped around by yeah, if you haven't watched Dominion, you should. Anyways, first of all, let me get this. The T-Rex, very nice. That I can't fit him really on screen that well. It's very compact that I can't lift up his tail, make it straight, otherwise it won't fit on the screen. But anyways, the paint scheme is very nice. I think this is the most paint they applied on a Jurassic Park / Jurassic World figure ever, actually. The only T-Rex I would say that has more paint taps than this is, of course, the SDCC Comic Con exclusive T-Rex, which is just a darker skin tone of this T-Rex. But I think they use more paint taps for that. I can't really tell. But yeah, this is definitely the most paint taps we have now. Now I'm gonna go through my problems with this figure first. Well, not specifically the figure, but this figure itself. This figure is very easy. If yours has paint damage on it, it's okay. Mine has so many paint damage, especially if you're ordering it from overseas. My copy has a lot of small paint chippings around the mouth and the kneecap based on the side where it's not facing the box. So basically the other side where it's facing the palm tree, orange palm trees, that side, you're most likely gonna get paint chippings, as I'm going to show in a second. I don't know if you can see, but the kneecap over here has a bit of paint chipping. And, oh, this is too big. Okay, wait. Okay, for now, I'm going to detach the tail. You can easily detach and reattach the tail, which is very nice. But anyways, the T-Rex head, I don't think you can see it, but there are a couple of paint damages around the bottom jaw and around the upper jaw, around this area. So yeah, now if you are afraid if you're never going to manage to get this T-Rex, don't be afraid. Please don't. Because honestly, I would recommend getting this T-Rex if you are a fan of the first film, but if you're okay with all the T-Rexes from the films, you obviously know they're going to remold this, slightly tweak the head sculpt, make it into the Isla Sorna T-Rexes, make it into the Jurassic Park tree T-Rex, hopefully, make a feathery T-Rex. Now that's the one I will pay money for again, just to get that. That'll be nice to get a feathery T-Rex. And 2022, as Evolution 2 says, 2022 version of this T-Rex with all the battle scars, or perhaps one after the events of Dominion. That'd be nice. And hopefully Big Edie and Lil Edie. But you can see they're not going to make this just once. They are going to milk this figure dry. They are going to do that. It's the same example as the Velociraptor molds from Mattel's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line. The blue mold was very nice, but they just milked it so many times all the way. That same mold, I think, is still being used till it was used until the last Camp Cretaceous season, being Camp Cretaceous season 4, and now they have a new mold. But I think they will milk this mold dry. But anyways, let's get into some good features about this. Now this figure here has the most rubberized parts of the body. What do you mean, Will? What do you mean, Jurassic Gamer? Well, first of all, we all know the tail is here, which I was actually scared of, because, let me get it. But first, this was split into 2 segments, one being here for the tail and the other being here. Now, the same thing was done with the Triceratops, and it only has a bit of rubber at the end, but this isn't even metal wiring, not that I know of. Anyways, yeah, it's definitely not metal wiring. It's hard, it's soft, hard plastic. I don't know. Yeah, I thought they would do the same thing like the Triceratops, because all the promotional images I saw of the T-Rex, I didn't see the tail bent. My fears of this figure was gone once I got it out of the box. Thankfully, it is a nice wired metal wiring tail, which is good because you can get in a lot of complicated poses that a T-Rex is not really shown in for a normal figure. Next metal rubbery part is surprisingly the neck here. It is squishy. I don't know why they decided on making it rubbery, but I guess it's good. The next 2 rubbery areas make actually kind of sense. Now, the thing I think they tried doing for this T-Rex, let me detach the tail. There we go. Okay. Hopefully the tail won't loose anytime sooner. Now, the thing I think they tried doing with this T-Rex is making it more realistic, which they definitely did with the glass eye. I'll touch on that after this. But when you open the mouth, the mouth membrane here is actually made out of a flexible rubber. Now that's good. But there's a slight issue with that. I'll touch after the next rubbery part, being the tongue, which is a hard plastic, but a bit softer than the normal hard plastic, of course, being the mouth and everything else other than the rubber parts. But this part is a flexible rubber, so that's good. Anyways, what my problem with the membrane. Now, this is going to be a very easy complaint. Oh, the T-Rex looks sad here. But anyways, when you close the mouth, this part here, you see that it closes in like sucks. It's like sucking in the membrane into its mouth. Now that's an issue. When you close the mouth, sometimes my copy is good, but sometimes it's not like this. It doesn't close fully, and it sometimes closes until you can see a bit of the gap in between the jaws. Now that won't bother children, which is the target demographic for this toy, as it says on the box 8 plus. But this series is meant for adult collectors, not myself unfortunately. Adult collectors closing the mouth won't like this feature because it won't look nice on display. I don't know, I'm guessing. Anyways, next feature that I love, but I don't think you can see. Let me see if you can see. The glass eye. You definitely can't see it on camera. I'm sorry if you can't see it. Oh no, you can see it. Okay, now the glass eye is a great feature that was last introduced with the bull T-Rex that I touched on in my T-Rex evolution video, where I said I love the glass eye. That is a perfect glass eye figure that was executed perfectly. Now, however, this figure, it's not really, it's a good idea, a good homage to the old figure, but this figure unfortunately doesn't execute it quite well. What do I mean? Well, with that T-Rex, at any angles, you'll see the pupil looking at you. But this one, I mean, come on, you can already see the problem. This guy possessed. This guy's possessed. Get the demon out of the house. Where's the crucifix? Anyways, yeah. It looks possessed at some angles, and you rarely actually see the pupil being... I mean, I can't get it on camera because they painted like a black inner circle here, so it's kind of hard. Oh no, you can't see it. It's so hard to see. But yeah, it's there. But at a certain angle, there's the ghost again. Oh, he's alive again. He has some soul. The ghost. Soul. Ghost. Yeah, basically, you see my main issue with this figure. But however, that's my last issue. Other than those few issues, this figure's actually a really solid figure. And this figure you can get into a lot of, let me reattach the tail, poses. And that is due to the amount of articulation this figure has. First of all, you can, when I said no more issues, one last issue for stop motion YouTube channels. When you open the mouth, it's a bit springy. It's not really natural, and it's a bit springy. Oh, but that is a beautiful roar. But however, I have no idea, but the demons known as stop motion animation YouTubers with this figure managed to actually make it look fluent. So that's why I don't have a problem with this. Anyways, let's go into it. You can't move the upper and down jaw separately. It's moved together. So yeah, you get this roar, which is like a yeah, and this roar, which is like your mom screaming at you after you failing your exams. Anyways, yeah, you can move the tongue all the way up and to the middle and down. Okay, you can move the head down that far, and you can look it up that far. The middle area here you can't move at all for some reasons, but you can turn the head. You can turn it that far, which, yeah, looks, I guess that's alright. The middle part here, you can crunch it down that far. And you can also move it up that far, which then you can make him look like a normal T-Rex pose. Very nice. The arms you can move. I'm not going to go into the articulation at this part because this part is so stiff. But this is still quite a brand new figure. Just got it on Wednesday actually. You can move the arm up this the middle part. You can move up that far 90 degrees and bend down another 90 degrees. And the claw here, you can bend it around 45 degrees and put it out 45 degrees. Same with the other side. Now the leg, this has the most articulation for the leg. You can move it 360. I don't know why someone would, but you can do it anyways. The kneecap, can move it all the way back, and also you can move the leg up that far. Okay, hold on, and you can bend it that far. This part here, you can move it out that far and inwards this far, and you can bend the foot down this far, and you can bend it up this far. Same articulation on the other side, but so far has a really great amount of articulation. Now the tail, I'm going to disassemble the tail one last time. Oh, this is a hefty work. Okay, anyways, I can't disassemble the tail, but you can move it up that far, being this far, up. Come on. Don't worry, that wasn't a crack. Well, at least I hope it isn't. This is expensive. You can move it up that far, the tail. As you can see, the body is here. And you can move it down that far. And same with the other part of the tail. So yes, you can get it into quite an amount of decent articulations. One thing I've seen with some figures is that the posability on this part can't hold, and every time they move it up, it drops down. For my copy, it can hold perfectly still, but I think that is it's different for every figure, I guess. Another feature that I don't like about it, again, the paint apps, is the Jurassic World Dominion marbling. You cannot see it here, I think, but trust me, when you get the figure, you'll see a lot of marbling. Anyways, you can put it in so many iconic poses. Right now, I am going to do the most of the iconic poses, being, I guess you know what it is. Ooh. Yep, I'm really cringe. Any of you children actually like watching my channel, please say in my comments section. I like the engagement, you guys, those few of you that are making comments in my videos. Anyways, this is the majestic pose of when dinosaurs ruled the earth. As close as I can get it to. Obviously, you get the head roaring up and the tail curling up while its body is put up. So, how much do I give this figure out of 10 stars? I think it's quite solid. The features that I have problems with are features I don't have with because I'm not a stop motion artist. And I'm also not an adult, so I don't care about the mouth feature. The only feature that I really care about is the paint chipping for the figure and the glass eye feature, which is, while it's still a very good feature, it isn't well played. It wasn't well imported into this figure. So how much do I give this figure? I actually give this a 9 out of 10. This is one of the most solid figures that Mattel has made, which is good because a lot of people are thinking they're becoming lazy with their figures. Which, come on, guys. Now, people don't listen to people that say Mattel sucks. It's your own opinion at the end of the day, but Mattel is way better than Hasbro. Unless you want, come on, what you want, who do you want to make dinosaur toys? Mattel or Hasbro? Anyways, let us do size comparisons now. The T-Rex, oh no, I can see now why people, okay, yep, stand still. It can stand still like that if you don't touch it at all, but if you move it vigorously, of course it moves. First of all, my last and my recently favorite, I love this Hammond collection figure, being the Jurassic Park tree Ceratosaurus. Now that is way much of a difference. I mean, you can now see why this is 100 and this is 50. Anyways, next is the Parasaurolophus. And that is still way bigger. And I would love some stop motion. I would love some videos to be made of the T-Rex hunting down the Parasaurolophus. Anyways, I digress. The Triceratops. Which, let me see if I can... Okay, there we go. The Triceratops. I have no idea what that was. Sorry about that. Anyways, I continue. Perhaps there's an alien in my computer. Next is the Baryonyx from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And next is the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park, which I will be getting three of to put on top of the T-Rex to recreate that final battle. And last but not least, yep, Jeff Goldblum. How do I think of this? I think the Hammond collection has a huge potential of actually being one of the best Jurassic Park / Jurassic World toy lines in the entire world. This is the first line, and you can already see. Well, yes, there are quite a huge amount of issues with these figures, such as paint mishaps and paint damages and misprinted paints. These figures are very solid, and come on, you have to agree, these all look nice together. And not to mention, all the Jurassic Park dinosaurs, oh, they look beautiful. While the other films of Wave 1 exist, such as Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3 exist, the main line of the first wave is Jurassic Park, the first one, and I can see why they focus mainly on more of Jurassic Park. These figures are based off of a huge part of movie histories back in 1993. Since this film came out, kids wanted toys and toys of Jurassic Park figures. And now this is by far, for me, I can put this as the best Jurassic Park T-Rex ever created. And the most accurate. That T-Rex, which I said was the most accurate from Camp Cretaceous, get that out of here. We got a new contender, being this, and I think he is the king of the dinosaurs. But, just to check one thing, I want to see one last size comparison with a long forgotten boy. Well, not forgotten. It's one of my biggest videos on YouTube, so yeah. The Giganotosaurus. Well, I don't know if you can see it that well, but I want to see if the T-Rex is in its neutral positioning. I want to see, is the Giga bigger? Okay, there we go. Is the Giga bigger? From where the head is placed, so that it can stay still, it is taller. However, the tail size, the tail length is way longer for our boy the T-Rex, which I don't know if is accurate, but from this point over here, yes, I think the Giga is slightly bigger, which is good, but not 100% good, but it is on the right track now. So this is accurate to the films, and I think this is definitely by far the biggest T-Rex to own. A lot of people already own this, and they've made beautiful stop motion of it killing the Giganotosaurus. Sorry, big boy. But yes, this T-Rex is by far the best. So, this is a big solid 9 out of 10 for Mattel. They have made one of the hardest T-Rex figures for a mass-produced product. Now, I know there are a lot of good T-Rex toys out there, but come on, most of them are fan projects. So yes, this is by far the best mass-produced T-Rex, and I 100% will tell anyone to go and grab this T-Rex. But if you can't grab it, don't worry, I'm sure they'll make more. If this thing is already sold out in so many countries, I bet this toy, they would remake it and milk that cow. This is a cash cow. And this is one of the most yet terrifying T-Rex toys. I mean, the other day I showed this to a friend, and they said this is so freaking terrifying that they don't actually want to go near it because of the glass eye, I think. But anyways, I would recommend on getting this. This isn't the Jurassic World version of the T-Rex because it has no scars. I do think it has a bit of scars on the mouth, but I don't know if that is related to the Jurassic Park at the end of the film. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that subscribe button like a T-Rex eating a goat and throwing it onto a car. Anyways, have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next video, bye bye for now.